And just like that, we live once again.
Hi, baby. LIVE!
Yes.
Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! MRR got
Exclamation
voice.
mark. Yes.
Welcome
Shout out
the
to our
fuck
guys.
back, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes,
boys
yes,
and
yes.
gals. Well, hopefully no boys and gals are watching. You have to be 21 plus
Yes.
to fuck with
Not 21. You
21
can't be
plus.
18?
You no 21 plus, baby. You got to drink. Be legally able to drink
Okay.
to watch Key
Okay.
and Carry, to fuck with Key and Carry. Anyway, shout out to the two people that are here. Thank you to the two people that are
Yes,
here.
shout out to y'all.
Welcome
Thank
to
you for being
another
here.
live rendition of Key and Carry, where we key.
And we carry.
I'm Troy.
I'm Damon.
And we're back. I always do this. Anyway, we're back with a review. You know what? I'm tipsy and I'm spilling my tea. Anyway, Bad Boys Club, Season 8, Episode 14. Justice is served, baby.
You
sorry.
said you spilling that tea. Wake that tea up. Oh my god. But yes.
Anyway, Episode 14, Bad Boys Club, Texas. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to add Texas to it. Gemini Filmz, Bad Boys Club, Texas, Season 8. Co-hosts, audience, shout out to the 6 people that are here. We feel so loved.
It's so good to see everybody.
Yes. So good to see you guys and to be back. Let us know in the comments how you guys felt about this episode, what's been going on, everything with the show. But I'm gonna hand it over to my co-host Damon at this time. I'm gonna hand it over to my thought ass co-host real quick.
All right, here you go. It ain't Gemini season 9, so calm down. But shout out to Beast Mode 5. Can we agree that we miss Diego and Bonnie?
Yes. Shout out to Diego,
and especially after this episode. I'm gonna just say it right now. This episode ruined my day. I just want to say that. I watched this episode at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was pissed. Got me angry at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But
baby, long as you ain't angry at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, Kivante.
Anyway, we gonna talk about that.
That's happened before too. Anyway, hey Kivante Williams, thank you for being here.
There's new faces in the building. Thank y'all for being here.
Yes, we love a new face.
Listen, we love an old face, but we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that.
Not
we love
old
new faces and we love old faces. Literally, let us... old faces. Okay, my bad.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, the name of this episode is entitled Justice is Served, episode 14 of season 8 of Bad Boys Club, Texas. And definitely feel free to let us know in the chat how y'all feeling about this episode and this season. We'll definitely go back and highlight them. But what's your general thoughts on this episode?
I said this episode was a lot. I don't know, bullying Kelton. It was just too much going on. Literally, thank God for Maz being the only person in that house to have a functioning brain, because he saw the bullshit was like, no. So this episode was just like, it's hard to watch people who aren't really people like Kelton. It's kind of hard to watch them be in situations like this, because Kelton told them repeatedly, I'm not going to fight y'all. So it was just hard to watch.
Right.
Justice no poetic, baby. I'm tired of him starting fights to get mocked. So
listen, a glutton for punishment, clearly.
Yo, how
you think he into BDSM? Because the way he be taking them
because he was he thought D putting his hands on him was sexual tension. I said, sir, that's tension, but it ain't sexual.
No. I forgot about that. He did approach him on some I feel something between you. I'm like, this man just tossed you. Like
you say he tossed him out. Hey, man.
He tossed him. And not in a good way. But yes, shout out to Blue Devil, babe. Hey.
Shout out to Blue Devil, babe. Thank you for being here. We miss you guys so much.
Made me despise Justice. Won't be living ass.
I have a theory that Justice actually suffers from you know what? I'm gonna say that for edited review, because I don't know if you could post that on YouTube and we not get red flag. So I'm gonna save it.
He's suffering from something. That's to be sure. But to give my little general thoughts, like I said, this episode ruined my day. Mad as hell in the afternoon. Ruined my day. But yeah, I said the main scene of the episode went on for way too fucking long. I felt like they were talking in circles, essentially. Like, it was just so many like contradictions and hypocrisy that like took place. I just like could not, like my brain was just like on fire. But yeah, I thought that middle scene where they were bullying Kelton went on for way too fucking long. I feel like they spent so much time talking in circles, reiterating the same shit over and over again. I said I hate everyone in this house besides Kelton. Like flat out, I hate literally everybody else. I don't mind Kelton. He's not like, I don't love him, but like obviously I have an affinity for him because he was getting bullied the whole episode. But yeah, I just said they clearly don't like him for whatever reason. Like for some reason, I don't know why, but they choose to treat him differently than they treat other people in the house. Certain somebody that they treat way better, literally the same circumstances. But yeah, I feel like they ostracized Kelton and then like was mad that he didn't want to communicate with them when they're clearly like turning their back on him and like making him the odd one out. But yeah, I think that's my general shit. Again, let us know y'all thoughts. Thank you for the 10 people watching right now. Let's see. I wanted Kelton to have a snack crackle pop moment so bad. Yes, I said, where the fuck is old boy with that chair from that damn brawl? I feel like he should have came through and just tap Justice on the back of the head real quick. Just reset that brain, baby. Just so he can.
Just go ahead and tap Justice's kneecaps real quick, please.
Just tap them bitches because he was. Oh my god. Hey, first of all, I hate picking plays. Thank you for being here. But yes, I completely agree. Alex needs to go for sure. And he said something in this episode that just, it really sent me. Like, I was just like, bitch, you have your nerve. Like, but like I said, we'll get to it. Listen, I wouldn't even say furniture because I feel like furniture has a use. So maybe it's like a net, just like in the house. Like, so, like, you know, net's just.
Is it like.
It's like, bitch, why are you here? You know,
so is it like, well, okay, so when I think of furniture, I think it's just there. So I would think of Alex as like, I was going to say patio furniture, but I'm going to say it's that porch furniture that they broke during that brawl on the season, the shit we do for us at Super Union. That's how I think
that
of
crunchy ass furniture.
Yeah, that's how I think of Alex and Jacob.
Yes, Jacob too. You know what? That's a good point because people always go in on Alex for being boring. Jacob, I think Jacob is even more boring because at least Alex has like the moments where like he was eating them damn fries when old boy was getting sent home. Like he has funny moments like that, but Jacob literally just
Jacob is a follower. Jacob does not have a brain.
What the point is, pretty much. But maybe they couldn't get Jacob without Alex. They do seem like a package deal, so.
Because they pussy sisters. That's why.
What top are they sharing? Did we already talk about this?
Well, I remember I came to y'all with this theory that I think it was Alex and D was Uncle Raheem and Darian and Jacob.
Ooh. That's a lot of swapping of fluids.
That's all they.
You know what they should do? Remember on Jersey Shore? Shout out to Jersey Shore. Remember they made that diagram of who slept with who? It was like everybody was connected.
Brought them down. Louis, I said, mine.
6 degrees of separation.
Matt TV reference. My bad. Shout out to the girl Bonique from teacher Holly Sharif Jackson. My bad.
Oh my god. Okay, but to get into this episode, so we open with like just kind of like, you know, obviously like what's been going on in the house. The first scene is the new guy Marquise talking to Justice in that godforsaken hot tub, baby. I wonder how often do they clean that hot tub?
Good question.
Like, do they have the manpower? Like, do they know how to clean it, or is it just something like because they're renting this property? So, like, do they have to call somebody to come clean it?
Oh, they probably have to contact. Probably have to contact the host.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, well, I guess Marquise is in the hot tub. Justice is outside the hot tub, and they're just talking about like, you know, like I guess how they feel about everybody so far. Marquise says, you know, everybody's pretty much cool besides, what did he call him? Do you remember? He called him something Kelton. It was a name that he called him. I should have wrote it down, but basically like kind of throwing his little shade. But basically said, yeah, he was like cool with everybody but him, which I'm like, it's so convenient that you are only in the house for what, like a day, and you have already taken on the opinions of like majority of the house. Like you already have like taken on how they feel about everything instead of developing your own opinion on these people. But I digress. Marquise talks about how he's a model. I thought it was odd that they didn't show any pictures of him modeling. Like, it was just him talking about being a model in LA. So I was like, oh, okay. We don't really have no pictures to reference, but that wasn't being shady. I'm just saying they ain't show no pictures. So I'm just like, Pixar didn't happen. Like
for real, baby.
But anyway, but yeah. So I said, baby, everybody want Darian. He said Darian was cute. He wasn't gonna lie, Darian's cute, and Darian is cute. But I'm just like, damn, like Darian, you gonna have to fight them off with a bat or some shit. Like they all up on you.
Voting chair.
But or voting chair. Marquis said that he was down to shake shots at 4 a.m. I said, calm down, you're doing too much. You don't have to do shit to impress them. Like it was kind of given like, girl, relax. Like it's not that serious. Nobody's taking shots at 4 a.m. unless you were already out. Like it's, you know. I just felt like he was like so in a rush to be like, I'm cool, I can hang, blah blah blah. And it's like, calm down, it's not that serious. But yeah. I wonder how long they went without cleaning that jacuzzi. How do y'all feel about Marquise so far? I said that he was kind of giving, I mean, especially when you see later in the episode, but I felt like he's kind of giving follower vibes just because, like I said, him just like, I feel like he really wants to show that he's like this party guy and like he's like likable or whatever. And then on top of that, like he was so quick to like take on the opinions of like the dominant, you know, people in the house, I guess. So, oh, not y'all. Y'all done already started to eat this man up in the chat. But Troy, how do you feel about Marquise?
It's shady that you gonna say that they chewing him up, then gonna ask me. I got time for this bullshit, glad I. Anyway, Marquise said she's 25. I said in dog years, baby. Now no shade.
It's so funny.
Just no shade. But he said he's 25. And I said, let's end this trend of lying about our age. Please, there's nothing wrong with being in your 30s. Well, there's a huge issue with being 30 and considering yourself a bad boy. Well, you know. Anyway, he is
you about 40,
but
still trying to be a bad girl.
Face look more warm than the leather couch from the 90s. You know, when your grandma used to put the plastic over it to protect it. Face mode is baby. I don't know. Black ain't supposed to crack. Like I'm doing too much. He just look old as fuck, but he was doing too much bullying Kelvin. No,
he does.
Did anybody else find it weird that during the like when Darian was making breakfast that Marquise just like popped up from the back? Like who the fuck is this nigga? How did he get in the house without nobody knowing that he was in the house? Homeboy would have caught a brick to the face. Like who was this nigga?
He did just show up in the middle of the night, and it's crazy because like
nigga would have caught a skillet across the dome. Like
it's crazy because like I feel like I'm such a light sleeper that if I heard somebody coming into the house, like I'm waking up immediately.
Yeah,
it could be like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like,
I would have got.
Did I just hear somebody come in the house? Like, even if it's production, like, gotta keep.
I mean, who wouldn't hear Grandpa coming through the house at 3 o'clock in the morning? I'm sorry, but I just asked myself, I wonder what type of life turmoil Marquise has been through to age his face like that. And then I thought to myself, I wonder if he's done a little survival sex work. Just a little survival sex work.
You know.
Listen, he has the face of somebody who maybe or may not.
Not survival sex work, Troy. Doing too much.
Just a little survival, He just has a face.
Well, he is in LA. I just want to throw an alleged on there, but he is in LA, so you never know. He
does live in LA. He said he models, but he doesn't have any photos. So, what type of modeling you doing, homeboy? Like, no shade. But he said he models and he looks old. That's what I think of Marquise. Let us know in the comments. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Boo, the Girl Spicy Original is in the chat.
Spicy Original, thank you for being here on this good Monday. I don't know why I thought it was Sunday, but on this good Monday.
I also did say Marquise has me kind of want to go to Dr. Miami and ask him, say gracefully, age my face like 40 years. I want to see what I would look like if I was like pushing 65 years old.
I can't. He's definitely not giving 20. He looks like he's maybe in his like maybe early to mid 30s. I don't know. It's even like the way he carries himself.
I'm in my mid 30s and I don't look that old.
True.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, when you have a nasty personality,
see when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. He can't come on the show with his face that old and be talking about Kelton and picking with Kelton and then not expect to get this heat. So
right. Well, Biggest Play says Justice and Marquise was 20 and 10 with the shots conversation. Oh yeah, they did put 20 on 10 for no reason. I feel like they all kind of do too much, and I feel like they all kind of like make up reasons why they're acting this way. When in reality, I feel like they know that they need to create some type of drama, and so they're like, okay, well, I like you the least out of everybody, and I'm just gonna make up a reason why I want to treat you badly and kick you out, essentially. Hey, Magic User, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Y'all must be talking about Bad Grandpa. Bad Grandpa, baby. That face is it's a little worn. I'm not gonna lie.
My goodness, baby.
I'm Team Maj myself. I like how he defended Kelton and helped him get his voice.
Facts.
I could see that. I do wish he would have held. I did like how he was like trying to like instill some confidence in Kelton, but I also wish he would have kind of like held Justice and Marquise accountable as well. Just because I feel like it was just confusing because it was like, what do y'all want this man to do? Like,
right.
Y'all basically wanted him to leave because y'all say he was boring. He's like, okay, I'm gonna leave. Y'all mad again. So it's just like, what do y'all want from this man? Like, y'all said that he doesn't have to fight, but at the same time, Justice is literally like coasting him to fight, getting in his face, and then getting mad that he's bracing himself and like trying to push you away. So it's just like, what do y'all want from him? It was just so hypocritical. And like, if he wants to leave, let him leave. It's the end of the season anyway, so I don't really get why it's a big deal that he wanted to leave. He had spent a lot of time there. And honestly, I ain't gonna lie, bitch, I would probably dip out early too. Like, I'm probably after a certain time, like, I'm probably homesick. I'm tired of sharing a house with a bunch of niggas. Mm-hmm. Half of y'all I don't like. So it's just like, I'd rather just go home and be with my friends and be in my place that I feel comfortable in. Like, I don't know why they make it seem like, oh, you're weak because you want to leave. It's like, sometimes it's not even worth being there no more. Like, especially if most people don't like you. So,
preserve your mental health.
Yes, I love
that.
Not
about like trying to
right. Yeah, like sometimes it don't even matter.
Facts. I would have been out that goddamn house.
Mm-hmm. I know Maj and Diego are friends from what I've seen on Insta. Real recognize real. I could see that. I definitely got a real quality from Maj and Diego, even though Diego was wilding.
Diego. Mm-hmm.
Yes. He sounds older than he looks. All right, I don't even gotta guess who you talking about.
Baby, he looks older. But you know what? I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. Nigga, I might just wake up tomorrow morning and be like 90 years old in the face. And then what the fuck I'm gonna do?
And then what you gonna do? Maybe you can model too.
You shady bitch.
Oh my god. Sorry, did I say that? Did that come out my mouth? My bad.
Not supermodel too. My goodness.
Oh my god. But yeah, okay, so after they talk, the group goes out. And so this is another point where I was confused because this also confused me because they always talk about how Kelton is moping around and how he doesn't want to interact with the group. But when we see scenes of them like hanging out and interacting and having group events, he's there participating.
Right.
Like he was at the club smacking Marquise's ass, like dancing, talking. He sit down for like 5 seconds and they're like, look at him over there, ostracizing himself. I'm like, damn, the nigga can't sit down. Maybe his feet are tired. Like maybe he just wanna chill and observe. Like,
right.
Like y'all are like doing the most. Like,
oh my gosh, you know what
it's giving? Not like him.
That's why the bitches watch y'all dance. That's why the bitch want to dance.
Right.
That's what it's giving. Oh my gosh. Like, yeah, they're obsessed
deep
with
Kelvin.
Cut,
but yeah.
Like, yeah, deep
hater
energy. They're obsessed with Kelvin at this point. The bitches watching y'all dance. That's why the bitch didn't want to dance. And it's like, yeah, maybe her feet hurt. Like, they do. Marquise and Justice are doing the absolute most.
I said, if Darian gonna do 2 things, is 1, look in the camera, and 2, be under a nigga. Because that man stays staring at the camera. Like, I'm like, you do know that you're supposed to act like the camera's not there. Like, you're supposed to be in the moment. But I just catch him all the time, like, looking at the camera. Like, making eye contact with the camera. Like, you're not supposed to, acknowledge the camera. But yeah. Yeah, I said Kelton can't sit for like 5 seconds without somebody saying something about it. And then I said it's odd that instead of trying to figure out like, okay, if he's moping around, instead of trying to like figure out like, okay, like what's wrong? Like, do you want to talk about it? Like, obviously if he's moping around, something's wrong. So It's like, instead of being like, hey, like we're here to support you, kind of like how they did Alex, they're like taking it as like shade, like, ooh, you don't want to be around a group, so we don't like you either. But it's like, well, maybe he's tired, maybe he's going through it. He has shared a lot with y'all, about his life. So maybe he has something going on in his mind that's making him more reclusive, so they don't want to take the time to understand that. I feel like they're just quick to be like, fuck me, fuck you too. Like, very like, oh, you got an issue? Okay, like, we gonna move accordingly. But so I guess they get back to the house, and I guess Justice takes this time to like want to like approach Kelton about the whole situation that he's been going on about for the longest. Also seen this in the comments a bunch of times. Justice definitely gives delusional, but I also feel like there's something up there ain't clicking because he's always talking about how
what's not clicking
because he's always talking about how like, oh, I have tension with this person, and he did the same thing with Alex, he did the same thing with D, like, oh, I don't like this person, I got tension with this person, and then he approaches the person and they're like, what? Like what's going on? Like, I don't know. Justice definitely be on some different type of shit, because I'm like, it don't even seem like you have a real issue with this man yet. In your mind, y'all are like arch enemies or some shit. But
literally looking for a valid reason to dislike Kelton. I'm like, girl, you just talking in circles at this point.
Pretty much. When is he not talking in circles? Like, child, I hate to hear you perform some type of speech or like give some type of public. Cause somebody turned his mic off. Like that's what it's giving. Cut the mic and the camera, cause this man ain't seeing shit. Like,
he's not.
But I said, Darian, weren't you the same bitch that was about to have a mental breakdown when you saw D and Vonnie fighting? But now that it has nothing to do with them, you're excited to see the drama unfold.
Mm-hmm.
I peeped that. Talk about I don't deal with drama in my life. I can't deal with this drama. Like, now all of a sudden you love the drama. You can't wait for it to unfold. So I think that switch up was interesting. But yeah, then it just becomes the house versus Kelton. I mean, slowly but surely, like, Justice approaches Kelton first, but then he's followed by Marquise for some reason. Again, why the fuck is Marquise inserting himself in the position? You literally just got here, so like, why do you have so much to say? Like, sit, have a seat, analyze the situation before you want to jump into shit. Like, you just got here, you don't even know what's going on.
What Alexander Raptor say? Sit, boo boo, sit.
Sit, boo boo, sit. Like, Like, I'm just like, so I hate somebody who does not like know really what's going on, but they want to like jump in and give their opinion. I mean, I'm giving my opinion right now, but this is my platform. So, like, but like, it's like, you just got here. At least analyze the situation. And even I have watched the show up until now. You just got here and you got so much to say. So they basically come for Kelton, basically saying like, you need to leave because you're boring and you ostracize yourself. Once again, we as the viewers don't see that because he's literally participating in all the shit like everybody else. He's literally being social like everybody else. So I don't understand why they have that mentality. I know that it's an edited show and we don't see everything, but like from what we see, he's performing. He's there. He's having fun. So they basically approach him, basically trying to kick him out. And so he's like, yeah, I'll leave. I don't care. And it did irritate me a little bit that it took a long time for Kelton to finally, like, I guess, defend himself. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, part of me was kind of happy that he wasn't giving them the reaction that they wanted initially.
Right.
Because I think they wanted him to like get angry or break down, or they wanted him to like try to fight. But he was like, I'm chilling. Which I feel like as a grown adult, like, it shouldn't be that easy to get somebody to fight you. If that makes, or it shouldn't be that easy for people to get you to fight them.
Right.
Like, I feel like it needs to escalate for a minute for me to actually want to fight you. Like, you're gonna get these jokes first at the very least. Like if we're just arguing back and forth. But yeah, I like how he was kind of mature about the situation until he just had enough. But yeah, I just said the scene was so fucking draining to watch. They try to kick him out. They're mad that he wants to go. Justice is doing this weird thing where like he's like, I'm not gonna touch your stuff, but you're leaving, and I'm not gonna put my hands on you, but I'm gonna get in your face, and then like get mad when you like obviously try to push me away, like get out of my face, essentially. So he clearly wanted Kelton to hit him first so that he could fight him. But yeah, what were your thoughts on this scene before I keep going?
I just said that it was draining. Okay. This was the scene I talked about. It was kind of difficult to watch just because Kelton wasn't really defending himself. So they were just like picking with them. But I did like the fact that Maj was like, no, you're not going anywhere. Like, you're staying. And he kind of gave Kelton like, I guess like a little bit of a backbone, a little bit of confidence, and courage or whatever. But yeah, this scene it was hard to watch.
Yeah, for sure. No, it was hella long. And yeah, it was hard to watch because I'm just like, how do you get enjoyment out of picking on somebody that is not giving you the same energy? Like, it's one thing for you to like try to like, like buck up to a bitch and they bucking back and y'all just bucking at each other. But like after a while, it's like, the bitch is not they don't want to fight. So it's like, why are you still pressing it? And I feel like for some reason, Justice and even Marquise feel like they're gonna look like a bad bitch or whatever. They're gonna look like they're hard because they're pressing this person. But it's like you look weak because the person's not giving you the same energy.
Right.
And you're still continuing to like get in their face and try to push them. And it's like, pick on somebody your own size. Pick on somebody that you want to fight. Like the one bitch that you pressed, like, or the two bitches that you pressed gave you that same energy, and you want to sleep with one of them, and then the other one you cool with. So it's just like, it's a classic bully situation where like the person is like trying to pick on you until you defend yourself, and then they're like, oh, that person's cool now. But it's like, bitch, why did I have to beat your ass for me to be cool with you? Like, it's weird. Like, yeah, I cannot stand people like that. Marquise definitely needs to get popped too because he was talking too much shit. Like, girl, you just got here. You just got comfortable, as we said on another review. Like,
just got comfortable.
You just got comfortable. Why are you so
and you just
opinionated? Yes. Maybe that's why. Maybe his opinions are aging him. Maybe that's what it is. He is so quick to insert himself in business. Maybe that's what it is. I could definitely see that.
Or that California heat, baby. No shade.
There we go. Then they just gotta wear that sunscreen, baby. Like, gotta wear that sunscreen. Water and sunscreen, child. Like,
Baby.
Maybe a little almond oil, you know, something. But anyway, Pickens plays says, did they just confront Hilton about asking Maj and Darian to watch allegedly? So maybe he's like not sure how to be around them. Yeah, okay, so I will say that was the only valid like point that I feel like they had against Kelton was that he was kind of being touchy-feely, which they addressed, and it didn't seem like he was doing it again. Like that didn't come up again after they impressed him the first time, I guess. But outside of that, like him wanting to watch, like that's kind of creepy and weird. But it's weird because like it's weird because I feel like Darian and Maj didn't really have opinions on that. It's like Justice had the biggest opinion on it. And it's like, well, he wasn't asking to watch you, he was asking to watch them. And it's still weird, but at the same time, like, should the people that he was trying to watch, shouldn't they have the issue, not you? Like, I don't know. But
I did find that also funny because Jacob spoke on like Kelton making a comment about wanting to watch Marquise, but he said that Kelton came back in the room, and when they showed the clip, like Kelton wasn't in the room when Marquise and Darian was getting busy.
Oh, Maj.
I'm sorry. Maj and Darian, when they were getting busy, Kelton wasn't in the room. So like I'm assuming doing like the flirting when he gave that damn Beyonce quote. What you say? Grip the ass, make a wetter, baby. My anyway. So I just Beyonce he was like, Kelton came back in the room. I was like, Kelton was in the room while they were hooking up and y'all didn't.
He was on the bed. Remember, they was aggressively making out. He was chilling on the bed. That was like, okay, like exit. Exit. Like get her out of here.
Because I think Monda's hair was like propped up on Kelton's body. I'm like, Kelton, go third wheel somewhere else, baby boy. But
well, it was funny because they were acting like they didn't like. I feel like if I was Maj or Darian, I would have been like, all right, peace out. you gotta go. Like we about to do what we do. So like you gotta go, but
and you get breakfast in the morning.
They didn't care. Right, breakfast in the morning. What did he make for breakfast?
That's what I want to know. Hopefully some French toast was made or some waffles.
I feel like he made him a good meal. I feel like when somebody puts it down that well, you are making breakfast.
Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Baby. Listen.
He said he fed me, so I gotta return the favor. Like
my cup running
over, you baby. Shall receive, baby. Like, oh my god. But yes. Okay, so yeah, they're like it's basically just like talking in circles. They're mad at him. They wanted him to leave. They wanted Kelton to leave. Kelton wants to leave. They're mad that he wants to leave. Basically, Justice is like in his face trying to provoke him to fight. The other people are just kind of watching. You kind of get little like bits and pieces of their opinions. I know Jacob was basically like, this isn't gonna look good. So he's basically like, honestly, like, basically saying like, yeah, they're y'all bullying this boy. Didn't want to speak up, on Kelton's behalf, but acknowledged that they were bullying him. Mm-hmm. And so did Alex. Alex did too. And to me, it's just interesting because it's like y'all call yourselves bad boys, but like I feel like you should speak your mind and like determine what's right or wrong, no matter who it is. Like if my friends, like I feel like if my friend is doing something that I don't think is okay, especially if they're like messing with somebody or like hurting somebody, like I'm gonna speak up. Like, bro, you need to chill, you need to relax. Like you're doing too much. Like, and they didn't want to do that. And it's similar to what happened with D, where D was fucking wrecking havoc through the damn house. They didn't want to say shit. And it's like, well, how you call yourself a bad boy when you can't even speak up? Mm-hmm. Like, and like, I like Maj. I feel like he obviously spoke on it the most out of everybody in the house. He was the one trying to like give confidence to Kelton. But I'm like, you should have gave some of that energy to Justice and Marquise too. Because it's like, what's wrong with saying like, bro, like chill, like y'all have been at this for, especially since it seemed like they had been arguing for so long. Like I know if I was in the house, I would be like, y'all need to fucking chill. Like he's leaving. If he want to leave, he can leave. Like, why are y'all still arguing about this? Like, y'all ain't got shit else to do. Like, come on. Like, I'm just tired of y'all arguing. Like, but that's me. That's what I would have did. But one thing that made me laugh was Justin said, I feel like you're forcing this lifestyle. I'm like, lifestyle? When did it become a lifestyle? And you know how some old school people call like being gay like a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that's what it kind of.
You know what Justin should have asked them? What's your claim to this culture, to this lifestyle? Remember, old girl asked that on My Wives. Like, sit your goofy ass down. But you know, Justin ain't rap.
What's your claim to this culture? Yes.
Poor baby.
Definitely not rap too tight. But yeah, I just said like they're just so upset with like Kilton for like being on hush mode, but they weren't upset with D for fucking like attacking people. Like, y'all were on hush mode for that. But yeah, just other things that like annoy me. Fucking Alex talking about how Kilton is a waste of space. I'm like, bitch, I know you're not the one talking. Right. Like, your ass is truly here based off of, you want to talk about pretty privilege? Yeah. Like, what is your ass contributing? Because you're attractive. Personality-wise, surprised. Hell. Like,
be in the goddamn professionals, like he on a goddamn Sandy or something.
Like, no shade, but it's kind of giving free housing. Because I'm just like, where the fuck, like, or you just wanted to get away from wherever you live at. Because y'all ain't do shit. The whole, him or Jacob. Y'all ain't did shit this entire season. Like, but had the nerve to be like, oh, this person's a waste of space. He's talked about his experiences as an intersex person and as, you know, someone who has HIV. Mm-hmm. So, like, that's more than you've shared.
Facts.
We don't know shit about you. And it kind of goes into what Jacob was saying, like how he was like talking to Kelton, like I think this was after the fight, but he was like, oh, like we don't really know you. We don't know anything about you. And it was funny because he was like, well, yeah, we know you shared your status with us. And yeah, we know that you're intersex. And oh yeah, and we know that you know, have an issue with your sisters. And we know this about you. But besides that, what else? And I'm like, that seems like a lot. That seems like a lot that you know about. Yeah. And we don't know shit about you. So I'm just like, I don't understand. Again, it's hypocritical because it's like he's sharing things that actually have a point. Like, who the fuck cares what he likes to do? Like, obviously, you can see what he likes to do living in the house with him. He clearly likes to turn up and hang out and get drunk, like everybody else. So, I'm sorry. It just irritated me because nobody was really standing up for Kilton, but it was clear that, like, they were on some bullshit. And I just hate to see somebody get picked on over some bullshit. Like, and them just, like, making up shit just to, like, justify their, you know, ganging up on him. But, yeah. So, basically, they end up fighting. Justice ends up fighting Kilton. And to me, this was also a key because it looked like they was play fighting. I said all of that just for them to be wrestling around. I feel like we as cousins, like when we used to play fight, I feel like we gave more in those play fighting sessions than they gave. And this was supposed to be
given towards the Rico with a K rolling around on that damn studio floor.
Very that. Also, I'm like, Justice, these swings, are you intentionally? For a split second, I was like, are y'all for real right now? Because it seemed like Justice was intentionally missing. That's
what I thought. I'm like, not Justice laying on top of Kelvin. I was like, still missing his punches. Like,
I was like, did he, like, are you blind? Like, why can't you can't see his head? Like, when he was swinging, he would like miss completely. And I'm just like, what is this? It looks like y'all are play fighting, like, for real. But yeah, all of that intimidation only for you to not fight. And for me, it's like, it's also kind of crazy because
where your hands out?
Gave him his what?
I'm the who gave Justice his hands. Like, who taught him how to fight?
Child, I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, the fight was kind of hilarious. Him pulling that damn do-rag off, Sammy.
Right. Snatch that damn do-rag off. Justice head started popping him in the face with it. My goodness. Yes. Now, when also, I should have been messy. I should have worn the Mickey Mouse shirt that Kelvin had on during that fight because I have the same shirt. And then I should have worn my red do-rag. That's what I should have did for tonight's review.
Yes, you should have been dressed for the occasion. Also, talking about fighting, I want to go back a little bit. If we have to hear one more time about how Darian is gonna pop a bitch, girl, if we don't do it, if you don't do it, stop talking about it. Like at this point, like, and I like Darian somewhat, but it's just like, girl, if we have to hear about one more time how you will knock a bitch's head off their shoulders, like you ain't did shit yet. Which I'm not saying you should fight, but it's
from,
like
from that season of Mob Wife.
You and these Mob Wife references,
baby. Listen, it could be Onika.
I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
When he was talking to Kelton, he's like, I'll beat a bitch ass. I'm like, we get it. Like, and I feel like most people that really have hands, they don't really talk about it. Like D, for instance, D can fight. You ain't ever really hear D saying that he would beat somebody up. He just did it. Like, he just fought. That was it. Like, so I'm just like, Darian, it's okay. You ain't got to fight. Nobody's trying to fight you. But Justice can't fight. Listen, I'm like all of that, and you can't fight. So I wonder, is this the real Justice? Because I'm like, you live in Atlanta. I can't see you really getting away with being a mean girl and not.
No shade, unless you live around some white gays. That's the only way he get around this shit. Now, baby, if he in zone 3, zone 6 with that bullshit, they gonna eat him alive. Justice better stay right where he is in the boonies with that bullshit. Listen,
I'm like, for real, because I'm just like, there's no way you're getting away with this. Like, it's a whole mess. But Alex had to keep his eye on Jacob. Ooh, what you mean by that? Alex had to keep an eye on Jacob.
Alex had to watch his pussy, and because Drew, another reference, deep cut. But Drew from College Hill, Atlanta, say ain't nothing better than new pussy. Alex just wants to make sure nobody can say that about Jacob. So that's why Alex came to the back.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So maybe they was always messing around, and they just needed to keep an eye on each other. Okay.
I know they say it's boring. They're boring. I feel like their interactions is boring. I know they just watch some paint dry, baby.
I know we talked about this in the beginning of the season. I feel like Jacob would be better looking if he just cleaned himself up a little more. I feel like the grill and the patchy beard and it's almost kind of giving a mullet, the hairstyle. It's kind of just giving too rough for me. But maybe Alex likes it like that. Nemaybe that's his tea. So
okay. Shout out to that.
Can we talk about how they never have gay friends and how gays are messy but are really the headaches they describe? Listen, it gives when girls or when women say, I don't have girlfriends, like I don't get along with girls like that. All my friends are dudes. And it's like red flag, red flag, red flag. Like, why can't you get along with other women? It's the same with this. Like, why can't you get along with other gays? Like, and you're right, Pickens. Like, those used to be the ones that be the messiest, and they always be in drama. Yeah, when you ask them, they like, well, all gays are messy, so like I can't be friends with them. It's like, are they all messy or are you just messy? And you keep getting into these situations with people. But they are in love with one another. Maybe. I mean, I wish we saw more of that. That would be the only relevant thing that they have to bring to this season. That and eat fries. And fucking Jacob flat ironing that damn mullet. Thing. But outside of that, like I don't got nothing for them. Shit, they could have brought Rocky back. All the boring people on this season, like they should have just
put
Rocky.
Really could have brought back Rocky to stir the pot.
Like that's what they should have did. They should have brought back somebody from last season. I want to see. They should have brought back like
Tiff Woods.
Who should they have brought?
They should have brought back Tiff Woods.
Ooh, you think Tiff Woods would have been with the Mean Girls, or what do you think they would have did?
I feel like Tiff Woods could have came through with some with a couple blunts, wrote a couple woods, and then could have kind of counseled them, guided them. Now Tynell can't do that, but Tiff Woods I feel like is on her mature shit. So.
Tiff Woods. So he can only come if he's up in drag.
Only as Tiff Woods. Only if he's Tiff Woods.
Yeah, that's what should have. I'm here for it. Shout out to last season of Bad Boys Club, which we also reviewed if you haven't checked that out. But yeah, Karan teased in the live show another guy leaving the house before the reunion. Said who we would least suspect. Is it Alex? Because child, they ain't never getting rid of him. Like I feel like he the one that need to go, but like they just
pretty much.
He's still there. I'm still here. Like I've been waiting for his ass to leave. But yeah, they basically just like bully him for like a good 20 minutes of the episode. And like I said, it was a little too long for me. I feel like they could have cut it up a little more. Like I said, after the fight, Hilton and Jacob kind of talk, and Jacob is kind of like, well, we don't really know you like that. And when you come around, you don't really say anything. And I don't know, let me know if this is an unpopular opinion, but why does he have to get along with you and tell things about himself to you for him to stay in the house? Who the fuck are you? Like, why do you have to, like, you don't pay no bills in this house. You live in here rent free just like everybody else. Why does he have to? But I get it. Like, okay, like if you are trying to figure out if he should stay in the house, you're saying no because he don't really get along with him. Okay. But y'all actively trying to kick him out because he doesn't want to like befriend y'all and talk to y'all, which from what we see is actually not even the case. So what? He let him like he living his life doing shit like y'all are. Like he don't have to tell things about himself to y'all for him to stay in the house. Like if he want to stay, let him stay. If he want to leave, let him leave. Like, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's gonna leave. That is interesting. Thank you for sharing that, Blue Devil Babe. But I don't know.
I think it's gonna be.
Who do you think is gonna leave?
Oh,
you think Marquise?
I think Mark's gonna put the pause on him and he gonna leave the house. He gonna flee from the house.
I think Justice might leave. I can see that. But Marquise and Maj also play fight at the like the next
Look at that damn dog pile.
I said again, now both of y'all wrestling. Like this is a lot. This is a lot. Somebody should have put the hose on their ass. Shut the hose on their ass. This terrible ass fight. Bitch, both of y'all calm your ass down. You know how you put your finger on the get it to spray out? That's what they should have did. Just shh. Oh,
cool down.
Like cool down. Like
oh my gosh. Cool down. Right the fuck down. My goodness.
But yes, this has been our review. Is there anything else that you want to touch on before we go? Yeah, I don't really know.
Excited to finish the season to see what the reunion brings. I'm ready to see everybody back together, like on the same stage and under one roof. And so I'm ready for the reunion to see how it goes. I wonder if it's going to be like as explosive as like season 7's reunion was.
Ooh.
Because no shade, I love Gemini Filmz, but if Gemini Filmz ain't gonna do nothing else, they is not gonna get through a fucking reunion. No shade.
Right. just hide all the ring lights, because you know last time somebody got hit with a damn ring light.
Right, they get cracked through the ring.
And somebody got hit with that damn wet floor sign. So just hide all the objects.
And somebody threw a chair. Somebody threw a goddamn
You know what it's kind of giving? Remember those like the WWE, like the fight games? Remember like the earlier ones where like you could be backstage and you can use random items as weapons?
Yes.
That's kind of what it's giving. Shout out to SmackDown versus Raw.
Yes,
like that's what it was giving. You could just use random items as weapons. Like
grabbing chairs and all types of poles and bats. Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited for the reunion. Just like you said, to see everybody come back. Because I wonder if everybody's gonna keep that same energy. that they had in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I already know everybody gonna be coming for Vonnie. Child, I miss
Vonnie being in the house because
once he left, was a key.
Like, well, once Darius left, like, it was kind of less tension. But I feel like Vonnie was kind of like, I don't know, Vonnie was entertaining. Vonnie thought for himself.
He was.
He didn't need like a crowd or public, so.
Right.
I miss Vonnie.
He was entertaining all by himself.
Very true.
I feel like some of the people, like, and I've talked about this before, but I feel like some of the people on the show, like, it's like they don't really have like a strong personality. And so like, or they're not like funny necessarily. So like they try to like make up for it by either like fighting or like being like sexual, if that makes sense.
Right.
But it's like when you like actually like when you actually think about them on the show, they're not like really that funny or interesting. So yeah. One thing that I pointed out was Marquis said that I guess he was mad at Kilton because him wanting to go home, like he should have went home. I guess if he would have went home, Marquis would have gotten there earlier. And I'm like, be mad at the damn producers for not bringing your ass on the show.
Facts.
Like that's not his fault. Like
Facts.
You're not a replacement. You're a replacement's replacement. That's not his fault. Like
my goodness.
Like,
yeah, that was out of coach's control. Like, be mad at Gemini Filmz for not casting you first. But maybe he was modeling and couldn't answer the call.
Ooh. Maybe they thought he didn't fit the right age requirement.
My goodness. Maybe
is there an age limit for Bad Boys Club?
I don't think so. Well, clearly not on the Zeus version. That's probably what he should have auditioned for.
I can see that. Oh, he also told us who left didn't actually leave, but they were in a hotel the whole time. Everyone who left actually didn't leave. Oh, I know they do that a lot on reality shows. They just stay in a hotel. Okay, Gemini Filmz with the coin, putting people up in hotels. But I guess this only took place for a couple weeks. That's still kind of a lot for a hotel. Mm-hmm. Baby, unless he had them at the Red Roof Inn. Like,
why was I watching that the other day? I cannot stand you.
At the Ramada or something. Like, the La Quinta, baby. Like,
yeah. My bitch Shonda and Kaisha, baby.
Right. Oh my God. But yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm excited to see the rest of. I mean, there's only one episode left. I'm excited to see the come up in Atlanta. Last season was really good, so I'm excited to see what they bring this season. But yeah, this has been our review. Can't wait for the reunion. We might interview some people from this season, so in talks to do that. So look out for that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like I'm forgetting something for some reason, but child, this episode was so exhausting. Like, I'm ready to lay it to rest because I'm just over it. I'm done with the whole franchise. No, I'm just playing. But yes. Anybody have any thoughts before we go? Are they doing a Bad Boys Club season 9? Or
they're doing the Bestie season. So that'll be season 9.
Besties. Oh, that's gonna be
lit.
That's gonna be wild there.
That's gonna be lit.
That's gonna be real interesting.
That's gonna be lit. I wonder if there is an age limit because we should have went on the Bestie seasons. That would have been a perfect way to promote Key and Carrie.
Child, I am not signing up to be in a house with a bunch of grown ass men.
Or we could have one as a life coach.
I could be at home, huh?
Or we could have signed on as a life coaches for season 9.
Maybe. I mean, clearly anybody can do it. No.
My goodness.
I'm joking. Who was it that was Dwight? The life coach? Dwight, yes.
From the circle.
That's honestly the only thing.
Little Miss Have Not.
You being a mean girl yourself, but I guess maybe he's reformed. But that's really the only thing I agree with Jacob on. Like, I don't know you. I don't even know if you qualify. You want me to tell you my business?
Right.
Like, no, I'm good.
Facts.
Like, you and your cardigan can go. Like,
right.
showed up in that cardigan thinking you was gonna trick us into thinking you was a licensed professional. Like,
no, sir.
But yeah. Yeah, this has been it. Definitely catch the playback. Definitely like, and share if you feel like it.
Yeah, shout out to the people that's gonna watch this on the playback. I don't know how I forgot to mention you guys when we first started the damn live. Sorry about that.
You're good. All right. Well, this has been Key and Carrie, where we key
and we carry.
I've been Damon.
I'm Troy.
And we will see y'all in the next one. Peace. Have a good night, everybody.
Yes, have a good night. Happy Monday.
Thanks for watching.